So I'll also introduce myself. My name is Sarthak, and I have total 13 years of experience working on Oracle as a consultant. Right now, I am a project manager, and this is all my experience into Oracle. I'm working as functional from start of my career. Coming to training experience. Okay, before I come to the training experience, I have worked on different projects. Uh, uh, I have worked almost for 9 clients. Uh, I was into not only financials, I worked supply chain side as well as Fusion Accounting Hubs. I mean, you can say FH, okay? Financial Accounting Hub was in EBS, now it is Fusion Accounting Hub, we say. So I have experience on these areas also, but this training is on financial modules only, not on other modules. Yeah. So coming to my training experience, from 2014, I am providing trainings. Almost like I have trained more than 1,500 students so far, and many got opportunity. Okay, after taking training from me, many got opportunity to work in, I mean, uh, get their dream job and to get a good career. They are well settled now. This training will help you to get into the IT as a functional. And yes, those who are looking to start working in IT as a functional, this training is a right choice to get grow in IT. Okay, or to get opportunity in IT and grow. Yeah. So coming to this demo session, see in this demo session, I'm going to discuss about ERP, and then next I'm going to discuss about this training content, and then next I'll discuss about how this training is going to be happen for the next few days. Okay, so that you get some idea in mind and you can take your decision. Because see, you are coming here for demo. Just some people, they have already decided that they want to join this course and they want to continue and they want to do, but some people may come here for the demo just to take decision, right? So that's why the first session, demo session, is kind of giving you an idea what is this training all about. People who know already what is this training is all about, they 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 are welcome to the session, and people who do not know and they are just coming here just to know what this training is all about, then they can take decision after this demo session. I mean, they get fair idea what this training is and how they can get their step into IT. They get fair idea after this demo session. Yeah. Okay, so now let's talk about ERP first. Here I heard Uday Kumar is already working on ERP, but as an end user, and others also working as an accountant. Okay, senior or junior, whatever. But you all are from finance background. I think probably you guys know this training is financial Oracle financials training. So people who join, who are going to join this training, if they are from the finance background in experience or in their education, for them it will be easy for understanding this subject. People who are coming from BTech or technical side, for them it may be a bit tough to understand. The reason because the most of the technologies what I use in this training is all about finance. Okay. Yeah. So before you understand Oracle software, you must know ERP, because Oracle software that you're going to learn is also ERP software. So what ERP software, if you understand, you can easily understand what this software is. See, what is ERP? I mean, how does it work in business? And why business nowadays? See, nowadays you see every small, medium, and large scale industries are are uh, are using ERP softwares to run their day-to-day business activities. Why? Why it became more important to use in business? Because ERP gives solution to the business, because ERP makes business to process data very accurately, and because ERP gives I mean, ERP supports business to process data faster than manual what they do. ERP also maintain real-time data process. That means nowadays it became online, right? So whatever online software, that you can call it as real-time data process software. Okay. Yeah. And ERP also controls data manipulation, inventory loss. Okay. Inventory losses, data manipulation, and it maintains uh, efficiency, and it works effectively to the business. That is why, see, these all advantages when business is getting, of course they want to use ERP software. Why they'll do it manually? See, if you think 25-30 years before, all companies who are, I mean, all companies which are there in the market now, 20-30 years before, when there was no technology, when there was no computer, when there was no machine, how they used to process data? They used to maintain books, registers, files, and all they used to write on the paper, and they used to store. Now those days gone, right? Because everything they want to do in technology, and they want to store all data in some server, some database server, right? So now companies have technology to adopt. Now company have different software applications to use in business for their data process, day-to-day data process. Then why business will do it manually? Of course, no, right? And that software is called as ERP software. See, if you understand these three words, you are very close to understand what ERP is. Enterprise Resource Planning. In my understanding, enterprise is nothing but a business. And a resource, see, every business required different resources to operate their business. Now think yourself, if you become an entrepreneur, you will start a business, right? Entrepreneurs are nothing but who are doing business, or who are a part of business, right? Who invested in business and who are a part of business. So if you become an entrepreneur, being an entrepreneur, you do business, and when you're doing business, you can't do business uh, because you need some resources to operate day-to-day business, right? So what kind of resources business required? There are many resources. Let's take one example. If I take Tata Motors, okay, Tata Motors as an example. Tata Motors is a company that is belongs to Tata Enterprises, right? And Tata Motors is required different resources to operate their day-to-day business. What kind of resource they required? They required financial resource, human resource, sales resource. They required manufacturing resource, right? Uh, Warehouse inventory, warehouse resource. So different resources are required in business to run the business, right? Or to operate business. All these resources work together, and it has to work based on the business planning. It's not just you have a resource and they work. It is based on the business planning. For example, HR do their work when company required some employees, and when company have to pay to the employees, right? So they are working and collaborating with other departments. Same way, finance department or finance resource, when they work, they are working collaborating with other departments. So every department of the business or every resource of the business, they collaborate with each other, and that's how business works, right? And that's what these three terms are saying in ERP: enterprise resource planning. It's a software that gives you a planning to your resources, and it tells to the entrepreneur how to operate their business resources, and it gives planning as per business is required. That's why this name is given. That's what my understanding after understanding this ERP. Okay. And that's what definition also you will read from Google. So ERP software, it is useful in every business to operate their day-to-day business transactions. So what ERP does? ERP records each and every, or ERP allows business to process each and every business activity, and all data that is processed using application goes to some server, and all data stores in some database server. And whenever business required that data to take decisions or for preparing reports or for any reason, data will be coming from the server, okay, or database server, right? And all all departments or all resources of the business will be using one single application, and all data will be there in single server. If they are using one single software like Oracle, they are using Oracle ERP offers finance, HR, supply chain management, logistics, reporting, right, and project management. different 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 offerings or offers they provide within the application. Companies or entrepreneurs or business can use all this to operate their to get the solution to their business data process, right? And yeah, these are the benefits of using ERP software in company. These all benefits are written here in the PPT. So let's understand one by one each point so that you get some knowledge of ERP very quickly in 5 minutes. One second, my dear friends. Hello. Yeah, sorry guys, there was a call. Yeah. So here you can see enterprise resource planning. ERP is a cross-functional enterprise system driven by an integrated suite of software modules that supports the basic internal business process of the company. So that means you have different resources in business and that have to collaborate and work and support each other for the internal data business process, right? So this is a software. ERP is a software that is driven by integrated applications, and that supports to the business to reach to their basic internal business process requirements. Okay, and ERP gives a company an integrated real-time view of its core business process such as production, order processing, inventory management. There are many. I have written three only here, but there are many, like financial status of the business, right? Or you can say purchase history of the business. So all real-time data view ERP gives to take accurate decision or quick decision to complete the transaction process or to enhance the business growth. Okay, and all together by ERP applications, software, and a common database maintained by the database management system. That means for all this data process, there will be one common database will be maintained. For all this data process, there will be one common database will be maintained. Okay, one common database will be maintained. All data goes to one server. See, now people think that okay, I'm working on accounts payable, somebody working on account receivable. So accounts payable team don't know what account receivable is doing. What account receivable team does, accounts payable don't know. Accounts payable don't know account receivable what they are doing. But all data goes to one server. So the main business management know everything happening in the business because they are monitoring the server, right? I mean, then they have access to a complete server, or they have access to, they don't have limitation, they have access to complete, right? Because everything is happening on single server. So if all uh, uh, roles are provided to the business manager or business heads, they can access anything and they can view anything, right? ERP system track business resources such as cash, raw material, and production capacity to take quicker decisions. See, if company want to take quicker decisions, they need to know the capacity of the cash, raw material for production, right? And the production capacity, and then sell capacity also. I have not written, but sales capacity also. So all these capacities they need to understand to take faster decision, right? So ERP tracks all these business resources and helps business to take this decision. And ERP also make sure the commitments given by business to the order, customer orders and the purchase orders and the employee payroll, whatever it reaches as per the policy or as per the deadlines. Okay, so that is also that control also will be available in ERP. That's why that's what I said. ERP make sure it does everything accurate. Okay, ERP facilitates information flow between all business functions inside the organization and manages collection to the outside stakeholders, connections with the outside stakeholders. See, now ERP need to maintain a relationship between the internal business process. Also, ERP need to maintain relation between the stakeholders, right? The reason because stakeholders also want to know what is happening in the business to invest more for the business growth, right? So ERP helps to reach to this goals of the business, and ERP can greatly improve the quality and efficiency of the business by keeping a company internal business process running smoothly. ERP can lead to the business, better output and benefit the company such as customer service and manufacturing. Of course, that's what I was talking in the beginning. So ERP makes sure that it maintains quality and works effectively and efficiency to maintain the relationship between the internal business process to run business smoothly, right? And it gives company to take faster decision makings, and the output that provides for reports or for decision making will be accurate as per the data is processed, right? So these all benefits using of ERP. And ERP provides support to the upper level management to provide uh, them with the critical decision making information. This decision support allows the upper level management to make managerial choices that enhance the business down the road. Basically, when business, business higher management, they involve in critical decision making, right? And they make business smooth, taking a right decision when it is critical to the business, right? That becomes easy when companies are using ERP. If they are not using ERP and they are doing it manually or using in Excel or Word document, it will become difficult. But when they are using ERP, it will be very easy. And ERP not only maintain the relationship between the internal ERP, also nowadays ERP also maintain the relationship between the external softwares also. Like for example, when customer pay to bank, directly from bank data can come to Oracle server and it generates receipts. Whatever customer paid, receipts can generate automatically by system. So it maintain relationship between the external softwares also when it is required. We can also develop that in ERP. Yeah, and is of data access with data integrity. Data access control. Basically, every data access will not be provided to every employee. Based on the employee position and role, data access will be provided, and that's how it can be controlled, right? And reduces data. I mean, it reduces data manipulation and increases more. What I say, accuracy. Avoids like data manipulation in the sense duplicate data, employee processing wrong data, where purchases happened of 10,000, but employee is trying to process invoice of 12,000 to uh, manipulate business data and see, this all happens in business, right? But nowadays softwares are controlling all this. The human cannot control all this. That's why softwares are there in market to control all this, and that software is ERP software. Reduces time. So basically business spend a lot of time for processing transactions and to take decisions, right? But it reduces time, and it gives, because when you do manually, a lot of time you spend for taking decisions, because purchase team is sitting in one state and the payment team is sitting in other state. So to communicate between two departments, it takes a lot of time, and some wrong data is processed, then it takes a lot of time to do the correction, take approvals and all. But nowadays in system, everything is happening through system only, and data passes from one department to other department, and it happens on a real time basis. I mean, immediately, quick, right? So that's why reduces time, increases more quality and efficiency, and greatly reduces inventory losses. Nowadays, you don't see inventory losses in business. See, if you go to medical shop, best example, everything there they have in system. Not only medical shop, any business you go, they will check whether the product is available or not first in system, and then they will go to the warehouse to get the product. Why? Because they have everything tracked in system. Why they will go to warehouse to check first? First they will check in system. If it is not available in system, then that means items are not available in warehouse also, right? So it greatly reduces inventory losses. That means, and easier sales and other plannings, sales, purchase, cash inflow, outflow, all plannings can be taken. I mean, can be taken easily, okay, based on the aging of the transactions and all. Yeah. So for this, in this area also, ERP supports to the business. So these are the main benefits of using ERP. This multi-org will be discussing later once we start the training. So these are the basic benefits of using ERP in business. So now you guys tell me, those who are now attending to this session, what do you think? ERP is highly recommended to use in business, or it is an optional after understanding all these points?
It's highly recommended. It's highly recommended to the every business because ERP is a database where we can store all the day-to-day activities.
ERP is
That
not database. Again, you're going in a wrong way.
sorry,
ERP
sorry.
is an application
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that is working on some database. See, for
Yes,
example, WhatsApp you have in mobile. That is not a database. That is an application, right? Facebook you have in mobile. That is an application, and through that application you are, I mean, being a user, we are putting some data there. It may be photo, comment, or whatever, content, whatever, and that data stores in some database, right, Uday?
yeah, you are correct. Yeah,
So ERP is an application, it's not a
application.
database. That ERP application is developed and maintained on some server. All data processed on that ERP will go to that server. See, I'll tell you, basically now I'll take a best example so that you understand in a technical way. If I use ERP example, you may not understand. That's why I'll take a common example of WhatsApp in our mobile. See, WhatsApp we have. So how WhatsApp database will be designed, I'll tell you now. I mean, that is my knowledge. Okay. I may not correct 100%, but yes, I mean, that's how it will be designed. Okay. As per my knowledge. See, all photos will be stored in, see, database is very big. It's not a small. It's like database is nothing but the storage. Okay. And it will be very big. And all data that is you are uploading in the through the application, or you are putting in the application, that goes to server, database server, and stores. To store different data, see, in application we have different data. For example, you put your DP photo, that's a data. You put your status, that's a different data. You do chatting, that's a different data. You agree?
Yes, yes.
To store different data, they have different tables or different, I mean, I can't say table actually. I mean, table we use in ERP. That's why I'm using as a term as table. So they have different storage in within one server. So now they want to scan any photo. They directly go to the area of the server where all photos are stored, and they can scan photos and they can get the photo that we require. Okay, or they want to see the chat history, so they will not go to the photos where photos are stored in database. They'll go to the chat history where, I mean, they'll go to the chat data, I mean, data that is used in chat. They go to that server space and they try to find out the history of chat, right? Similar way, every data to store in database, there will be a different storage, and it goes to that storage only and stores in that storage only. It's not like, for example, see, if you don't keep a different storage place for every data to store, everything will mess up. And when everything mess up, and when you want to generate report, system can't do that. You did you understand what I'm trying to say? So if you have a space of different data to store in database, and it is maintained as per what business is required, then it will be easy for business to filter data and get the data what they are looking for, right? Did you understand?
Yes, yes,
Okay, so this is what database is kind of like backend and application is front end. See, normally business users and even we functional consultant, mostly we don't get access to the database, because database is all about programming, coding, data query. I mean, it's all kind of Greek and Latin for us. We can't understand until unless we learn that, and it is not easy for us to learn because it is completely technical coding and programming language. So that's a different area of the software. I mean, sorry, technology, and application is a different area of the technology. So application is nothing but software. Database is nothing but the server is nothing but the database. Okay. So now coming to Oracle, Oracle is also one ERP software. Uh, it's doing very good in market now. Uh, Now we have Oracle application based on cloud server, and it's doing very good in market. And cloud server is very uh, like very effectively working in market, because all businesses are moving nowadays to the cloud. See, not only business, in our normal life also we are moving to cloud. So all data in mobile will try to store in cloud rather than storing in our basic storage. I mean, mobile storage, right? The reason, because if you store in cloud, it will be easy to access from anywhere, and it will be easy to recover your data. It will be easy when you switch mobile, so you don't have to do all data copy, right? You can just download it from the cloud storage when it is required. Cloud storage is becoming more uh, better option in market, and it has capacity of maintaining big data. So internal storage did not have capacity of maintaining big data. Whenever data is becoming big, server used to become slow, data process used to become slow. But nowadays you don't see any slow. See, nowadays, do you see anything operating slow even in internet world also? No, right? Everything is happening faster because everything is operating on cloud nowadays. And cloud server is always actively works, and it works faster than the internal server. So Oracle is also an ERP, and Oracle provides different offerings to the business to use. But you will be learning financial offering in this training program, in which I'm going to train you general ledger, that is GL module, accounts payable, that is AP module, account receivable, that is AR module, cash management, that is CM module, assets, that is fixed assets or FA module, you can say, and tax module, and the reporting part. So these are the modules you will be learning during this training program. And to do all these modules, I need 2.5 months. That's why the training duration is designed for 2.5 months. 2.5, or maximum it goes up to 3 months. And in 3 months, I'll be covering all modules. And the training will be like a real, a project implementation training. What I do, in this training program, I'll be using my knowledge, whatever I did in project. See, I have worked for different clients. I've worked in different projects. So I have implemented software. I have worked in supporting, understood so many issues, implemented so many business functionalities to use in finance, more financial modules. So all my knowledge I'll put in, I'll use during the training program to create examples and to give you some business level of knowledge, not just basic knowledge. Okay. So that level of knowledge you will get it in this training program. And yeah, you will be getting recorded videos also, every session recorded video, so that any question you get, you can just go to the recorded video, and you can watch it to clear your question. And you will be getting server access also for your practice. You have to practice. If you don't practice, you just attend training, no use. Attending to this training will be useless. So you have to practice every day to get more knowledge on this software. Okay. So this is what this training is all about. And yeah, let me show you the content. See, again, I'm telling you, see, training will be two types. Basically, Uday, can you please go on mute to avoid noise? Yeah, training will be two types. Basically, I just go to the software and just show you. Like normally this happens in business, I mean, companies. So when you have joined company, they just train you like this, we do this. That's it. But the reason of doing, why we are doing, they don't explain. I mean, after 3-4 months of working in the company, you got to know what you are working for, right? And the other type of training is explaining you in detail what and why everything you're doing in the business. So my training is that way. Like any topic I touch and I do, I explain you in detail what is the use of that functionality in business to use, and how this functionality works in business, right? So if you understand that way, it will be easy for you to learn and uh, get some real knowledge to crack interview and to work in a business. I mean, to prove yourself, you have some experience. Okay. And this is the content. First, once we start the training, it will introduction to the Fusion financial modules, and then common configurations. See, first 1 week will be theory classes, where I'm going to discuss all theory part, and then from the second week, or maybe after second week also, 1 or 2 classes will be theory classes. I mean, I've designed like 5 to 7 classes will be theory classes, first 5 to 7 classes, and then we will go to the practical classes. And then GL module, all setups. See, this training is not giving you end user knowledge. This training is all about giving you a knowledge of entire business functionality use. That means to use any functionality, what all setups are required in the application. After we set up, how the functionality works in the business to use in the data process. If you understand the full cycle of setup and the business process using a functionality, then you can easily answer if anybody asks you question on the topic. So that's why I train the setups as well as the business process of that setup. The GL module, transactions process, first setup and then transaction process. Same way, AP module, accounts payable setups and the transaction process. Account receivable setups and the transaction process. Cash management, assets, and then reporting. So all this you're going to learn during this training program. And there will be almost like each module have almost like 15 to 20 topics. Cash management assets do not have more topics, small modules, but GL, AP, and AR have more topics. Uh, we have almost like 15 to 20 topics in each module, and for 15 to 20 topics, there are many setups. Each topic have almost like 6-7 steps to complete. So that way, if you count, like we do almost like 170 to 180 topics overall, all 5 financial modules. Okay. So then you will be completing this training. And after this training, when you are going to the interview with showing some experience on your profile, you no need to say you have experience of all 5 modules. You have to say 2 modules. So what you need to do, you have to become a master in 2 modules. So GL and AP or GL and AR, whichever module you feel comfortable. Okay. So 2 modules you have to become a master so that you can prove yourself that you have experience. Got it? Because nobody with having 3 years or 4 years of functional experience, nobody can say that I have experience on all 5 modules. If somebody come, see, I also do interviews in my company. When I do interviews for 3 years, 4 years candidates, if they are saying I have experience on all 5 modules, it's hard to believe on them, because I know in 3 to 4 years of experience you cannot work on all 5 modules. You will get chance to work on 1 or 2 modules. Right? Clear?
Yes.
So yeah.
I
So
have
now
one
I'm
doubt
giving
regarding
you,
this.
yes. Yeah. Now I'm giving you time to ask questions. So whatever questions you have, you can ask me now.
Yeah, I have one doubt regarding the certification and all. So while we are for this, we need to write the exam for the certification, right?
If you want to do Oracle certification, you can write exam.
So at that time, we can't we write two modules exams, or else can we pick only one module for the examination? So what I means,
Uh, you can
I'm having the
you can you can do you can do one module also.
my intention is I'm having the experience in accounts receivables. So in the meanwhile, can we learn this GL module also? Is it possible to write the exams for both GL and accounts receivables?
Yes, you can write 2 exams.
Okay, okay.
See, you have 3 exams for financial: GL, AP, AR. No cash
Yeah.
management and assets. Oracle did not design cash management and assets exam. Okay. So these
Okay.
3 modules, whichever 2 you want to take, you can take. You want to take all 3, you can take. You want to take only one, you can take only one. There is no mandatory that you have to take all 3.
Okay. Okay.
Hello.
So, and it's not mandatory to take exam. If you are interested to take exam, see, it's kind of like adding advantage to your profile. Like normally when interview happens, if you're showing that you are certified, then companies can get impressed. I mean, when they are picking your profile, they get impressed seeing your profile. Okay, this candidate is certified. So let's call this person for the interview first, and then they'll give importance to the other people who are not certified. So doing certification is an advantage, but it's not compulsory or it's not mandatory.
Hello.
Yeah.
For me, I'm having so many questions and just want to check with you. I'm into the BFS, but not into the account receivable. I not even used the Oracle function and even nothing else. I use one application which we worked in that application.
Okay. See,
Is it
see,
possible for me to
people,
learn this all?
people, you see, people who come for the training, it's not compulsory that they come with Oracle experience, right? So now,
Mm,
for example, now people learn other softwares also. Do you think they have experience on the software? That's why they are learning, no, right?
mm,
So it is. See, now this Uday is having experience does not mean he know the accounts process of the business. He don't know
mm,
any he have zero knowledge of consultant. See, now I'll tell you, if you're working as an end user on SAP or Oracle or Microsoft, the
mm.
process will be same, right?
Okay.
So now let's take one example. Bajaj and Tata. If you go to Bajaj Electronics and Tata Chrome, Chrome is also Tata product, right? So you go to Bajaj Electronics or Chrome, any company, they are using some software. Let's say Bajaj Electronics is using Oracle and Chrome is using SAP. Do you think they have different data process, different business style? No, right? They both business almost like 90% same what they are doing in market. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
No matter which, so as an end user, no matter which software you're working on, because the knowledge you have, see, finance is finance. It is happening on SAP or Oracle or Microsoft or Tally. Finance is
Mm,
finance, right?
yes.
The data control and the security and the access, that is different in all softwares. So that is something like functionally you can learn. Got it, Sai?
Yes, yes. One more question. How the present future for the Oracle Fusion? I'm last 4 to 5 days. I'm going for the demos on Power BI. Yesterday only got to know for this also we have supporting okay, SQL supporting servers we have to learn. Any like this we have to learn for this Oracle?
Power, no, not required. See, Power BI is, see, normally I'll tell you, because my friends are there in Power BI also. Power BI,
Mm,
if you learn, what is BI? BI is technical. It is not a
yeah.
functional, right?
Mm,
So if you are holding BCom or MBA, companies normally you just go to Google and search for Power BI jobs. They will definitely 90% of the companies will mention people who are from BTech or B background we are looking for,
mm,
BSc or MCA background. Okay, they don't take BCom or they don't take MBA background people.
okay. How is the future in Oracle Finance? No. How is the job vacancies in hello? Are
See,
you able to hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. I was connecting charger.
Okay, okay.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
See, finance is see every business, no matter a retail industry or manufacturing industry or service industry or public sector, not only private sectors. Every industry required financial,
Mm,
right? So if you are getting into any product, it may be Oracle or SAP or even Tally also. If somebody is learning financial related products, salary will be less for Tally, but they have
okay.
they have many jobs to work, right?
Mm,
You agree?
yes, yes.
Same like any product you are learning related to finance, you have many opportunities in market,
Mm,
and you will
but
have
not.
life also, because this, see, business process in finance will not change. Technology
Yes.
changes, but business process will not change, right? So you
Mm,
whatever you learn, that will help you even after 5 years. If you want to move to from Oracle you want to move to, let's say, Microsoft Dynamics. See, let's say after 5 years, you saw Microsoft is booming because see, uh, we can't say today Oracle is standing on the top place. For example, tomorrow, I mean, after
I
5 years,
know.
maybe Oracle may not stand on the top place. Microsoft may come on the top place, or maybe Tally may come on the top place because let's say, for example, Microsoft came to Tally and Microsoft invested on Tally, and Microsoft changed the Tally complete look and feel, and they have improved a lot, and they have done a lot of invested and they have done a lot of changes to the product, and then Tally also becoming famous in market, and it can be used in globally. So if after 5 years or 10 years, if Tally became in that way, then see, if 5 years you worked on Oracle, now should I move to Tally? Yes, of course, because see, no matter you're working on Tally or you're working on SAP or you're working on finance, the concepts of finance is same. You understood what I'm saying?
Yes,
It will not
yes.
change. Your experience once you get as a functional, that will work for any software. The only thing is that time when you're going to SAP or any other software like Microsoft, then you have to adopt or you have to learn that technology just to understand the software interface, not to understand the subject. Because you know the subject, you just need to know the interface of the software. You got what I'm saying, Sai?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Mm. For the Oracle version, we no need to learn supporting servers like SQL and all. Am I right?
Not required. Not required.
Mm-hmm.
See, even I know how to query, but I know basic data queries and all SQL using SQL basic data query, and
Okay.
that too having such experience, I know just basics of SQL. So people who are 3 years, 4 years of functional experience, you interview, they don't even ask. They have, see, if they are asking also, you can tell them like, I have my technical consultant who actually do the data query and they provide us data if whenever it is required. We are not we don't get, we are not or we did not get access. I did not get access to the data query and all or backend. I don't have backend access. That's it
Okay.
in my project.
Got it.
Because functional people mostly don't get backend access.
Got it. That answers my question. Thank you. That's all my questions. It's
Yeah.
even
Okay. So that's it. Uday, you have any questions? If nothing, then I'll close session here.
Yeah, I don't have any questions. Nothing.
Okay. Then bye both of you. See you tomorrow at same time.